Got lots of jobs available. Interesting.
You did the job and you did it clean. That's all we ever ask. Enjoy the gold.
I want you to head out to Markov and speak to Endon. He's a silversmith. He has some kind of shop there. His father was a good friend of the guild back in the day, and we could really use his family's influence back on our side. Find me if you're ever looking for some extra coin.
Hell, Summoner. Conjure me up a warm bed, would you?
Come on in.
We'll handle things from here. Move along.
Strong drink. And
There's no shipments coming in, so I do nothing. Just drink.
Oh, unlike my husband, Clever.
My wife cured
watch
me.
after
Oh, thank goodness. I wasn't sure. Several months ago, I ordered a special silver mold from some artisans in Valenwood by way of a Khajiit caravan. Well, it never arrived. Later, I found out that it was robbed by a group of bandits led by someone named Regal Strongarm. Look, I talked to the Jarl, the steward, the housecarl, everyone. They all told me their resources were spread too thin right now. Word on the street says that the Thieves Guild is coming back into its own in Markarth. So I figured... Exactly. Look, this mold is irreplaceable. Yes, indeed. The only thing I can tell you is that the mold was taken to the bandits' hideout, a small cottage called Pine Watch. I'm not sure how many men they have inside, but I trust that won't be an issue for you. Good luck. I have silver to vend.
I'm what you'd call a soldier of fortune. Make me an offer. Can't be too careful these days. The war and other dangers. For a fair price, I'll watch your back. easier to rob when you're...
Stay on your guard.
Oh, did you need something?
Come on in.
I'm gonna be a silversmith one day,
Plenty
like
of
my
strong
mother and
drink
father.
and clean room.
Unlike my husband Clever, I watch after our guests.
I work so... You've more than proven that the thief... Tell Delvin that he can... If you're ever looking to sell any illegally obtained merchandise, I'd also provide my services as a fence. It's the least I can do. I promise you, I buy much more than simple silver trinkets.
Interest you in some marksman training?
Looking for work. Need some gold. I hear Endon's quite pleased to... He's a powerful... The guilds are going to tell you something you'll never hear me say again. But if you tell anyone I told you, I'll deny it. When you walk through the guild, don't be ashamed to hold your head high, because you're the best damn thief in the place. The only way this guild's going to continue to grow is by taking extra work.
Yeah, you need something? Good. You're finally here. I've scouted the ruins and I'm certain Carlia is still inside. No, I found her horse. Don't worry, let's get moving. I'm sorry. You're leading and I'm following. Just make certain. The last thing I need is you blundering into a trap and
I was always
warning
taught
her
to
that
avoid
we're here.
these types of ruins.
You see Carlia, don't hesitate. Kill her. They say that these ancient Nordic burial mounds are sometimes impenetrable. This one doesn't look too difficult. Quite simple, really. I don't know what the fuss is about these locks. It takes a bit of know-how, not a lot of skill. That should do it. tension here. This place smells of death. Be on your guard. Shade over there and watch out for the spikes. Looks like Carlia reset all of the traps. Take long. Execution. You can't hide from me. Must have been hearing things. Bone chime. To wake the Draugr, I bet. Don't blunder into any of them. That will be my triumph! Ah, it's one of the infamous Nordic puzzle doors. How quaint. Without the matching claw, they're normally impossible to open. Since I'm certain Carlia already did away with it, we're on our own. Fortunately, these doors have a weakness if you know how to exploit it. Quite simple, really. Carlia is close, I'm certain. Now let's get moving. Honestly think your arrow will reach me before my blade finds your heart?
Give me a reason to try.
You're a clever girl, Carlia. Buying Golden Glow Estate and funding Honningbrew Meadery was inspired.
To ensure an enemy's defeat, you must first undermine his allies. It was the first lesson Gallus taught us.
You always were a quick study.
Not quick enough. Otherwise Gallus would still be alive.
Gallus had his wealth and he had you. All he had to do was look the other way.
Did you forget the oath we took as Nightingales? Did you expect him to simply ignore your methods?
Enough of this mindless banter. Come, Carlia. It's time for you and Gallus to become reunited.
I'm no fool, Mercer. Crossing blades with you would be a death sentence, but I can promise the next time we meet, it will be your undoing.
How interesting. It appears Gallus's history has repeated itself. Carlia has provided me the means to be rid of you, and this ancient tomb becomes your final resting place. But do you know what intrigues me the most? The fact that this was all possible because of you. Farewell. I'll be certain to give Brynjolf your regards.
Easy. Easy. Don't get up so quickly. How are you feeling? No. I saved your life. My arrow was tipped with a unique paralytic poison. It slowed your heart and kept you from bleeding out. Had I intended to kill you, we wouldn't be having this conversation. My original intention was to use that arrow on Mercer, but I never had a clear shot. I made a split-second decision to get you out of the way, and it prevented your death. More than you'll ever realize. The poison on that arrow took me a year to perfect. I only had enough for a single shot. All I had hoped was to capture Mercer alive. Mercer must be brought before the Guild to answer for what he's done. He needs to pay for Gallus's murder. My purpose in using Snowvale Sanctum to ambush Mercer wasn't simply for irony's sake. Before both of you arrived, I recovered a journal from Gallus's remains. I suspect the information we need is written inside. I wish I knew. The journal is written in some sort of language I've never seen before. Enther. Gallus's friend at the College of Winterhold. Of course. It's the only outsider Gallus trusted with the knowledge of his Nightingale identity. There were 3 of us. Myself, Gallus, and Mercer. We were an anonymous splinter of the Thieves Guild in Riften. Perhaps I'll tell you more about it later. Right now, you need to head for Winterhold with the journal and get the translation. Here, take these as well. They may prove useful for your journey. He was a scholar, a master thief, and a natural leader. Everyone respected him and followed him without question. It was Gallus who inducted me into the Nightingales, and honed my skills to a razor-sharp point. I owe everything to him. We were very close. Gallus once said he felt comfortable around me, able to let his guard down. I can't help but think that I'm responsible for what happened to him. Remember, speak only to Anthony. Trust no one else.
It's so bright out here. I don't know how you stand it.
Please, there isn't much time. What is it?
Where'd you go?
Greetings, sister. You look weary. I have something to help you. Take a look. All right, then.
Who's there?
I'm sorry, could you describe the smell?
Like some horrible monster was turned inside out and then exploded. What did you do?
Can I help you with Carlia? Do you have Gallus's journal? Problem? No, he's written all of the... No, the court wizard of... Word of warning. Calselmo is a fierce guardian of his... Besides the fact that there are only a handful of people in Tamriel that even recognize the language, I'm fairly certain he was planning some sort of a heist that involved a deep understanding of the Falmer language. Sadly, we never had the opportunity to speak about the details. Ironically, I pointed him in the same direction I pointed you, to Markarth and Calselmo. I'm only hoping whatever means he used to learn the language will still be available to you. He was a dear friend of mine, and a surprisingly astute pupil of academia. I was devastated when he was killed. I suppose that risk always coexisted with his line of work. I just never thought his luck would run out. For the thrill, of course. He was quite clear that he felt more in his element climbing through a window rather than hunched over a dusty tome. Ah, yes, quite an amusing anecdote, actually. I caught him trying to break into my laboratory. I was about to show him the error of his ways when he made a curiously astute comment about my research notes. I was astounded, and in turn it led to a conversation. Who would have imagined it would lead to such a strong friendship? Calselmo is stubborn as a mule. Be careful when you speak to him.
What are you hiding, priest?
We're here to see the yard. It's closed for a reason. Sudden moves. Understand?
What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more workers or guards. Litsuan, I'm sorry, I got too excited. Persist. If you deal with Nimhi. Enthusiasm. Good. Excellent. I think you'll be glad. Excellent. I think you'll be glad that you made this decision. Try not to disturb me. careful with that spell. You have my grat. As promised, is the key to the Dwemer Mute. Oh, really? If you find Stubborn, it would be good. Then you will. I'm calling it Calcelmo Preposterous. You must be mad to think I'd allow anyone to see it before it's completed. Very well. Perhaps when my research is complete, I'll feel more comfortable discussing my findings.
What a waste. There must be a dozen men up there. Yeah. Calcelmo called in his entire expedition team.
Oh, wow.
Said he needed every man he could get to his research. I'm going to find where it is. You have committed.
Where'd you get that? That'll teach you. was sure I heard something. Done and done.
Whole dwarven city underneath the keep. The Schuenzelle. Best steer clear if you don't want a steam centurion carving you up.
I don't really... Me? Maybe you'd... It'd be good to have that. Thanks. I'll be waiting for it.
The mages don't let us go into college. They said it's not safe in there.
I don't deal with any college No. I left Winterhold for some time. I still have research that keeps me busy, and being here in Winterhold ensures I have access to former colleagues.
Was there something else? I suppose it... A rubbing, eh? I understand. Now, let me take a good look at this. Over here, please. This is intriguing, but highly disturbing. It appears that Gallus had suspicions about Mercer Frey's allegiance to the Guild for months. Gallus had begun to uncover what he calls an unduly lavish lifestyle replete with spending vast amounts of gold on personal pleasures.
Does the journal say where this wealth came from?
Yes, Gallus seems certain that Mercer had been removing funds from the Guild's treasury without anyone's knowledge.
Anything else, Enther? Anything about the Nightingales?
Yes, here it is. The last few pages seem to describe the failure of the Nightingales, although it doesn't go into great detail. Gallus also repeatedly mentions his strong belief that Mercer desecrated something known as the Twilight Sepulchre.
Shadows preserve us. So it's true.
I'm not familiar with the Twilight Sepulchre. What is it? What's Mercer Frey done?
I'm sorry, Enther. I can't say. All that matters is we deliver your translation to the Guild immediately. Farewell, Enther. Words can't express.
It's all right, Carlia. You don't have to say a word. Listen, all I want is the truth to be revealed to the Guild. They respected Carlia, and she deserves better. Do whatever you can, and I'd consider it a personal favor. If you ever manage to gain entry to the college and you find trying to rid yourself of stolen goods becoming a burden, come visit me. I've been known to handle items of questionable interest from time to time, and I'll see what I can do. If you have further need of me, you can
must
find
hasten
me
to
in the
Riften before
college.
Mercer can do any more damage to the Guild. You've come this far, so I see no harm in concealing it any longer. The Twilight Sepulchre is the temple to Nocturnal. It's what the Nightingales are sworn to protect with their lives. Everything that represents Now it seems Mercer's broken his oath. I felt the same. I think given time you'll understand what I mean. As a Nightingale, I know the Guild doesn't do much to foster faith. I'll make for Riften and scout the situation. In the meantime, I want you... If the Guild isn't willing to listen to reason, you might have to.